As soon as Shadow gathered his loot, he decided to head towards the city to sell his loot. As he was walking, he heard a voice, turned around and saw Lizzie and her team talking to each other. Her teammate congratulated her for reaching level 3. The man who had helped her was asking her to fulfill her promise. She told him not to worry because her father was an industrialist. She decided to return to reality, gave him her phone number, and asked him to call her. She told him to sell the tradable lifetime that he had obtained by hunting. Shadow used his stealth skill to eavesdrop on their conversation while moving away. They were talking about Shadow because he had rejected the woman's request and lost money. The man thought that even if the game affected their lifetime, he could earn a lifetime whenever he wanted. Only those who make money from the game are geniuses. Shadow walked to the city from there and activated the teleportation gate in Shelltown. He knows that he can travel to another city using the teleportation gate, but it will only work if someone activates the teleportation of their own city. They need to reach level 5 to activate their teleportation. When he was leaving, he knew that teleporting to another city wasn't a big deal, but the main goal was to reach level 10 and enter the game's abandoned area, because that's where the game actually started. He set up his shop in the city, and players came to his shop. Because his previous sales had helped people to level up, all the players wanted to buy from him. Someone wanted to buy a skill book of warrior class, but because some people didn't know about this skill, they complained about the price. He sold all the equipment and skills within a minute, as selling everything gained him some lifetime. But still, he didn't have enough lifetime to bring his level, attributes, profession, and equipment to reality. He still had quite a long way to go. Some people asked him to sell some equipment and skills because they didn't get anything from him. A woman came to Shadow and bought a ring. That ring was a storage ring, and it increased the storage capacity to 12 slots. When Chen Feng realized that this was a special storage item, most players could only carry 3 backpacks, but this ring allowed extra slots. This ring could be dropped by any monster, but its drop rate was extremely low. Because she was extremely lucky that the ring dropped, Shadow asked her about the price of the ring, as in the previous life, it was worth 3,600 days of lifetime. She didn't want Shadow's lifetime. She requested him to form a party and kill a boss monster. Shadow accepted her request and added her to the friend list. When they were about to leave, Shadow asked her about the boss monster. She told him it was a gold-rank monster, as she couldn't see the boss properly. But it looked like a broken ship in a swamp. He remembered that ship because it was a golden ghost ship, which was a rare special boss. The boss can appear at any level, but its appearance is very rare, and it drops some very useful special equipment. In the past, whenever the boss appeared, there would be a battle between guilds. He thought that this girl was very lucky to have found the boss in the storage ring. He remembered some rumors about koi fish from his past life and asked how she found the boss monster. She explained that she was hunting with her team, then went for a walk after their hut and found the boss under a rock. She confirmed that this was the same girl who was called Koi Fish, and she was a member of Ming Wang's party. She could find rare bosses, treasure chests, underground forts, and temples. He did not expect this to be true. She was blushed and asked why he was looking at her like that. They were ready to leave the village, and a man was watching them from behind a tree. He ran to find his boss, who was gathering people to join his team. He reported that Shadow had left the village with a woman, and the boss thought that even Shadow could not resist the beauty of that woman. He ordered his men to follow them. As Shadow was leaving, he told her that if the boss dropped any equipment that was not for a magician, he would take it. She asked about the rest of the team members, and he told her that if the boss did not drop an assassin's equipment, he would get nothing in return. She asked if he could sell any equipment he got from the boss at a discount. Shadow accepted her request. She asked him to wait for the captain and the rest of the team members to fight the boss, and she began to ask where they were going. Shadow told her that they were going to fight the boss monster. She was surprised and worried and asked how they could fight the boss monster alone. As Shadow had a secret skill, he could hide, but she could not fight the boss monster directly. Shadow told her that he would fight the boss alone, and she only had to watch from a safe place. Hearing this, she began to tremble, wondering how anyone could fight a gold-rank boss alone. She realized that Shadow was even stronger than she had imagined. Shadow vanished before her eyes, leaving her stunned. She started looking for him everywhere and called out his name. Those pursuing her thought that Shadow had betrayed her and left her in the wild. They ran towards her, thinking that they could enjoy her beauty and loot her equipment. Using his stealth skills, Shadow approached them before they could capture her. He used his skills to kill them in a single strike. He didn't get much from them since they were very poor and didn't amount to even a small crowd for him. Shadow appeared before her and she asked him where he had gone. He told her that someone was following them, so he sent them back to the city. She thought Shadow had gone to pee, so she said nothing. He told her to stop talking and show the way. Today's episode has ended. See you all in next episode. Thanks for watching my video. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel.